Okay guys, this is Reaper 1717 and we're going to go over how to deal with parts that may be binding when you're trying to screw them onto or screw something onto your bow or pretty much anything else. So what I've got here is a Irwin tap and die bit. So these will allow you to thread a rod, but these will allow you to thread a hole in order to put a screw in. So for our purposes, we've got a 1/4 tap here. We're going to put this into our handy dandy tool and we're going to tighten it down. Now what happens is sometimes I always get everything in matte black, but sometimes some of that matte material or powder coating will end up getting into the threads a little bit. I don't know if you can see that, but it's in there. Now sometimes that's going to bind it up when it gets onto a screw like this. So what you do is you take your tap and just kind of gently run it through there, and what this is going to do is it's going to, because of these fluted areas here, that's going to allow the bit to clean out the material in there. It just bound up just a little bit there so that you've got clean threads. Now I generally do this with all my stuff. It's just a good habit to get into. I've never found any threaded holes on my bow or parts on the bow. Generally what they'll do is they'll put screws in there so that it'll block the material from getting in there, whether it be powder coat or just a paint or a Cerakote. So we'll take this one. This is a 3-ounce weight set. And it's just a good idea to do this. So mostly what I'm seeing is just right at the very end where it's spilled into the part and just on one side. So we'll just run this through, clean out the threads real good. And yep, this one's a little bit tight, so that'll clean out the threads, so it'll be easier to put on. This is what I'd run into when I first got my weights from Dead Center. Now this isn't indicative of Dead Center products or anybody else. It's just part of the process, you know. It's gonna happen. There's not much you can do to prevent it, so that's just the way it goes. So keep checking for more videos. This one's an easy one. If you find that it binds up a little more, you want to back the bit out, put a little hand lotion on, and then rethread it back in. If it binds up a little bit, back out, ease in, back out, ease in. You just don't want to crank it in there, because that's going to do nothing but bad. So okay, this is Reaper and I'm out.